Good morning, beautiful people. Just wanted to come on. I'm between clients today, and I've had this thought. I love reading. Okay, anybody who knows me knows this. And I have some favorite books that anytime anybody says, hey, I'm in between books and I need something to read, I give them my list. So I wanted to share, I think I'll do a series of videos, and each time I'll, do my typical good mornings and then share a book. If there's an interest, maybe I will get into doing some videos and actually reading some of those books, but, maybe chapter by chapter or something like that. But otherwise, I just want to come on and share it with you and, give you a recommendation. Okay, one of my favorites is this one. It's going to look backwards to you, of course. It's called The Invitation. Oriah MountainDreamer is the author. It started with a poem that she wrote in a writing class. Sorry about the sun, guys. So she wrote this poem, shared it with her class, and they loved it and encouraged her. And so she wrote several other poems, and now they've been made into books. So the book itself goes into detail about the different parts of the poem. But I just wanted to share that poem with you today because it is amazing in and of itself. So whether you go on and get this book and read the whole thing, or just read the poem itself. I'm going to take my glasses off because I'm at that age where I can't see close up with them on. So here it is. It doesn't interest me what you do for a living. I want to know what you ache for. If you dare to dream of meeting your heart's longing. It doesn't interest me how old you are. I want to know if you will risk looking like a fool for love, for your dream, for the adventure of being alive. It doesn't interest me what planets are squaring your moon. I want to know if you have touched the center of your own sorrow, if you have been opened by life's betrayals, or have become shriveled and closed from fear of further pain. I want to know if you can sit with pain, mine or your own, without moving to hide it or fade it or fix it. I want to know if you can be with joy, mine or your own. If you can dance with wildness and let the ecstasy fill you to the tips of your fingers and toes without cautioning us to be careful, to be realistic, to remember the limitations of being human. It doesn't interest me if the story you're telling me is true. I want to know if you can disappoint another to be true to yourself. If you can bear the accusation of betrayal and not betray your own soul. If you can be faithless and therefore trustworthy. I want to know if you can see beauty, even when it's not pretty, every day, and if you can source your own life from its presence. I want to know if you can live with failure, yours and mine, and still stand on the edge of the lake and shout to the silver of the moon, yes! It doesn't interest me to know where you live or how much money you have. I want to know if you can get up after the night of grief and despair, weary and bruised to the bone, and do what needs to be done to feed the children. It doesn't interest me who you know or how you've come to be here. I want to know if you will stand in the center of fire with me and not shrink back. It doesn't interest me where or what or with whom you have studied. I want to know what sustains you from the inside out when all else falls away. I want to know if you can be alone with yourself and if you truly like the company you keep in those empty moments. Re-listen to that one. Look it up and read it for yourself. It is such a powerful poem. Tomorrow I'll share another one of hers. But this one, just let that digest. Let that speak to your heart. The Invitation. Let me know in the comments what you think. Have a blessed day, everyone.